Welcome everybody out there to another Take 5 video. Mark Mannering here from Class Training, and in this session I thought we'd look at a couple of advanced or more or less advanced Excel features and functions that we can use to manipulate data. Now, Class Training is looking to transfer to another accounting system, and what we need to do is to transfer our existing chart of accounts to the new system, and we need to do some manipulation of the data that we've already exported out of our old system that you see here, and we need to manipulate some of that data, or a lot of the data, to import that into the new system. Okay, so in the first column here of the exported data, we've got the old account code, and for the new system, the new code needs to have a hyphen or a dash after the first number. So for example, it needs to be something like 1-4700. Now what I don't want to do is to have to manually type all those in, obviously, but what we can do is to extract the particular numbers that we need and then combine them together. So I'll just delete this one and get rid of that. We'll add a couple of new columns here, just like that. We'll click there, and in fact we'll go over to here, I meant to say. Now of course what I could do is just a basic search and replace. I could select this particular column and say, okay, let's replace every occurrence of the number 1 with a 1 dash, and let's replace every 2, the first number 2, with a 2 dash, and so on down the column there. But that takes too much time. There might be too many numbers I need to find and replace. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a function called the left function, and the left function allows us to extract just the first or the left-hand numbers, or number of characters, from the particular cell. And what I'll do is just type that in. So I'll just say equals left, open the brackets of that particular cell, and what I want is the first letter, or sorry, first number. I can put or type in number 1 there, but I don't need to. It's understood anyway to have the number 1 or the first character being extracted from the left hand side of that cell. Now I don't even need to finish off the closing bracket, so I just press the enter key and it says the number 1. So that's the first number on the left hand side in cell A2. Just to test that formula, if I just type in any number here like that, 989, whatever it is, and you can see the first number there is the 9. Just undo that. So what I can do now is just to copy that formula down. Now, as most of you would know, we can just go to the fill handle here and click and drag down. But a little shortcut is actually to use that fill handle and double click. So if I double click now, it's actually copied it all the way down. I can scroll down and see if the things are right, and in fact if I click there and press Control down arrow, it's actually stopped at the bottom, and you can see the first number's been extracted there from our old code. Press Control Home to go back to the top. Now in the same way I need to extract the last 4 characters from that old code in the column A. So what I can do as well in the same way is use the right function, so equals right, open the brackets of A2. Now we need the first 4 characters from the right hand side of cell A2, so I'm just going to type in here comma 4, close the brackets if I need to. In fact you don't need to, as I said before. Press enter, and there's our last 4 characters or numbers from that old code. Click on the cell, go to the fill handle, double click, and it's copied it all the way down. Okay, so all I need to do now is to combine those two, and we don't add them up, we just actually combine them. We're going to use the concatenate function. I'm just going to go to the fx function here, and I'll type in join. Press enter, there's concatenate, which means to join the particular words or strings as they call them, or numbers together. So I'll click OK to that. What's the first bit of text or number I need? It's this number 1 here. Okay, click on the second one. What's the second bit of text I need? Well, I need a hyphen. I just type in the dash or a hyphen. I don't need to add the double quotes. Excel will add those for me when I press tab. There they are. And the third bit of text we need to join together is in D2. Just click on D2. And the FX dialog box gives us a preview. There it is there, 1-4700, which is what I wanted. And I just click OK. And there's our new code. In the same way, we go to the fill handle and double click to copy the formula down, and it's all copied down. Okay, so those new codes have been created, those new account codes, but we need to convert those into values. You can see in the formula bar there that each of those new codes is a formula. So what I need to do is to convert those to values. Now you can do that just by saving this file as a CSV file, comma separated value file, or I could even just go Control C with all of those cells selected. I can press Control C and that copies it to the clipboard. Just go Control V, it pastes it back in, but I've got the option button popping up here, click on that and paste values, click on the paste values option. And now you can see straight away all of those codes have been converted into actual values. Press the escape key to get rid of that. So what I can do now is delete this old code column and also those, and I've converted into the correct code. Okay, and another thing we need to do with this new accounting system is to enter the type of account that we have listed here. So with borrowing costs and CityLink account and so on, we need to enter here the particular type of account. So whether it's an asset or a liability or an income account and so on. Now what we've done again to make that easier is to create another tab with account types on it. And here are all the possibilities that the new system requires, all the different account types, and what we've done is created a data validation link to these particular possibilities. So if I go back to the actual tab, so borrowing costs, for example, that's just a current asset, we'll assume. So if I click on its cell here, we've got a drop down. I can click on the drop down and click the particular account type that I've got. Same thing with all the others here. I can use the fill handle to copy down, but it just makes it a bit easier for us to choose the particular account code that we need and so on. Okay, and the final thing we need to do here is to tidy up our customers. You might have suppliers as well and employees and so on that you've exported out of a system. You need to bring that into the new system, but first of all we need to tidy them up. And you can see here with our customer examples, we've got Acme Proprietary Limited and My Business and so on, but you can see the last part, the Proprietary Limited part, has been entered in different ways, just due to data entry error or laziness on the part of whoever. So we need to tidy that up so it just says Proprietary Limited in the correct format for each of those examples. Now again, what I don't want to do is just to do a search and replace, because I've only got 9 examples here, but if you had a lot more examples with a lot more different variations of Proprietary Limited, then you're going to be doing a lot more search and replacing and so on to enter the correct data. Now what I've done there very quickly with the magic of video editing and all that, I've added a formula which actually combines 2 functions. The left function we looked at earlier, and also the find function, which says let's find where the letters PTY start, and in fact the space before it. Let's find where that is, the position of where that is in the particular cell, and then just get the left hand side of that so that it ignores the space and then the PTY and the rest of it as well. And that allows us to just get the first part of the name. In this case it's going to be Acme, ACME, and when I press enter we just get the correct name there. All I need to do is click there, go to the fill handle again, double click, and we've created the first part, or extracted the first part of the name that we need. Okay, and in another blink of your eye we've added or used the concatenate function again to combine that name, in this case the Acme company name, with the correct version that we need, or the correct variation of Proprietary Limited in the double quotes there, and that's been joined onto the company name. I press enter and we get the right version that we need, which was already like that anyway in the old data, but we needed to do that for the rest. Just go click there, double click the fill handle, and now we have the correct version of the data. Okay people, and that's all for this particular session. We cover a lot more of this in a lot of detail with our hands-on courses and webinars, so have a look out for those coming up soon in a venue near you. This is Mark Mannering signing off until next time. See you again. Thanks for watching. Bye.